Hey, welcome. Right, let's get this show on the road. Let's load up my last game. Turn off all these like little banners and images. Let's get rid of that. So how is everybody tonight? It's good to be back. In case anybody asks, yes, I am feeling better. So, Night of the Dead. We'll do all that in a moment. Let me just get myself launched here. So it's back to the Friday night fun. My usual slot. I am going to be a joke to fun. I am going to be a little bit careful tonight. What I mean by that is I'm not gonna like do 4 hours of streaming this followed by 6 hours of streaming Phasmophobia or anything. I'm gonna take life just a little bit more like sane. I think after I've done this, we'll take maybe an hour break and I'll stream something else. But yeah, I am going to take things a little bit calmer for this weekend. Right, so let's see where we left off. Wave 106 was the last episode, wasn't it? So we fought in the sausage factory. Let's go and check the status of the sausage factory. I mean, if I remember rightly, the sausage factory took a little bit of a beating. I mean, don't get me wrong, it held. The sausage factory is capable of holding a wave 100 and something. But it was getting pretty, yeah, they got quite far and things were getting a little bit tight and tough. So, what is in store for tonight? Well, let me just replan a few of these things. Now, first things you can see, I don't have a lot of tree branches. That's not a good state to be in. 300 tree branches I will go through in a single night. So annoyingly, at some point today, we are going to have to farm at least some tree branches. Because yeah, that's not going to be enough. Especially if I finish preparing this. Ah, Tic Tac! Thank you very much, Tic Tac, for the subscribe. Ah, thank you very much. Lovely to see you, Tic Tac, and it's lovely to be here. So yeah, I'm gonna just repair the sausage factory because I doubt very much that the new base, which I'm going to call for now the Walk-In Dead Mark II, and I'll explain why afterwards. Oh, my inventory is full. Is it? It's probably full of rubbish. Let's just get rid of some stuff I don't want. In fact, I don't want to be picking up all of these things off the floor because there's nothing in them anymore that I want. So it is a little bit of a waste of time me actually picking up these bags. I should just check to make sure the base is repaired. So there's nothing in them I'm going to need. Not that I haven't already got... Look at me bags there. Not that I haven't already got like masses and masses of the stuff in the base. Yeah, I am concerned about the amount of tree branches we have not got. We have not got a lot. Tic Tac, you're not welcome. I can see Mikey is on the chat as well. Hello, Mikey. So one of the things that we want to do first is explain the new base. What's the idea? Why am I making a new base? And I also want to clarify a statement I made a few episodes ago, whereby I gave my verdict on drop traps. Now, let me just explain, because I think some people were not quite on board with what I was saying, and that is, in an environment whereby I'm trying to make a base that's good for viewers, so I have certain criteria that I need to try and do, and the fact that the drop trap base was designed to try and give us the best viewing angle of seeing zombies drop, which means they would have to drop next to the entrance, which made the entrance very busy, too busy in fact, and it caused the entrance to bunch up really bad, and thus it meant that compared to like the sausage factory that has a very good flow, the Walking Dead had a very bad flow because of the drop traps. So it was not really a very good recommendation for drop traps for that kind of level or tier of base. Now, that's not to say that you can't actually use drop traps effectively in your base somewhere. Now, we're actually going to be doing some of that now. So let me just run down to the other base. Let me get to the new base and I'll explain what I mean. Because I will actually be not necessarily using a drop trap, although I might actually incorporate some drop traps. But it's going to be a rebuild of the Walking Dead, but with a better design. And I'll explain what I mean when we get there now. Oh, don't run too fast, I'll kill myself. Dev should give you a rubbish bin for Christmas. Yeah, that would be really cool, Dr. Fan. I mean, wow. And thank you very much, Dear Slayer. It's good to be back. Good to be back. They did say that these would disappear after 4 hours, but they haven't actually disappeared after 4 hours. So although they said dead bodies will disappear after 4 hours, as in dead animals, my little wolf pile is still here. So that's quite cool. Right, so the trouble with this base, as I said, is to make things so that we could see everything. It meant that everything ended up happening in just this little area, which just made the whole place so busy. They pushed through the walls and they pulled me through the walls just because the whole place couldn't handle things. It was not a good design. So I'm kind of redoing the Walking Dead, but slightly different. And I was thinking to myself, well, one of the good things about The Walking Dead, especially when we had it going all the way around, was the fact that if you have the pathways at the top open with no walls, then actually the zombies fall off the edge, which is kind of like a drop trap effect, but all over the place. So why don't I make a whole base that's up in the air, where the whole pathway is going to be up in the air? There is no ground where the zombies will be, other than the actual world mesh. Once it gets to actually the base, all the base will be suspended. So when they're running around, they can fall off quite easily. And at one point, actually right near the end, just before they get to the bait, I'm going to put a drop trap or two. So just for that boss that makes it all the way around, you're going to get to my bait and then he's going to fall through a drop trap and go back down the stairs. So let me try and explain what this base is going to look like, because I think I think it's confusing some people, including me. So the zombies are going to run up those stairs, run along the top here, run along the top over here, all the way around, and all the way around, all the way around again. They'll be able to path this above. It'll be like a bridge. They carry on all the way around, and then I haven't built this back piece yet because the old Walking Dead is kind of in the way. But they're going to run along here, and then they run all the way along here, and then eventually when they get to about by here, they're going to be able to make it to the center where I will be and the bait will be. So that's the plan. So they spend the whole time on a raised area all the way around, and they can fall off at any point. And if they fall off, they'll have to make their way back up the stairs again. So that's the plan. I don't know if I'm going to put traps on this stair area, or just have it so that they can start flowing nicely and the ballista just takes random pot shots at them when they come up. I could put traps here to slow them down. Maybe spike traps, I don't know. I haven't thought about the opening area. I just want them to flow through nicely onto the walkway. So without further ado, I need to get back to work on this walkway. Oh, I'm gonna hit myself again. Oh no, I'm okay. So, how many wolves in the pile now? We need Wendy. We need Wendy to go 1 wolf. 2 wolf. Right, let's go and see what resources I've got on me. Yeah, I think I'm actually okay to get doing some side pieces. So what I'm going to end up doing today, I think, is run out of tree branches very quickly. It's going to become a problem, and we're going to have to go off and farm tree branches. And while we're doing that, we can talk about the other video that I pushed out this week, which was talking about the roadmap for this game with the developers release, which is absolutely fantastic. There's some amazing stuff on that roadmap. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, one of the things I'm doing here is actually something that I was going to not do. There is actually no reason, is there, for me to have a solid wall. I could quite easily just leave segments out because they'll still path across. It doesn't need all these to be full, so I could probably do, and to save myself some resources. We've removed some of these because it'll make them, when they're doing the world mesh and they fall off the edges, it'll make them path towards those central stairs a lot easier. I don't need it to be solid. Hopefully they will attack it less if it's got easy routes to come through. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I think that'll do for now. We'll just build these walls and see how we go. I think this opening bit here can be solid because I don't want them to run into that area there, which is my main platform where I'll be standing a lot of the time. I kind of want to discourage that. Some more of these up. Hot sausage fun! Oh, you are not serious. Ah, who was that? Deer Slayer. This is just for you, Deer Slayer. You're going to use it my tree branches. I mean, really? Really? I need to disable that while I'm building this for the moment. Oh, I don't believe it. I'm actually standing in the fire and taking damage. Come on. That deer, it has to be Deer Slayer. I mean, every time it's just like, well, I need to like start upgrading some of this stuff. I wanted to lay down like the whole concept, the whole pathway first before I started the upgrade process, just so I didn't have to like destroy what I've upgraded. But with Deer Slayer here and Tic Tac, I mean, I'm just gonna have to do at least some upgrading, otherwise it's just going to be constantly set on fire, isn't it? Oh, brilliant. Well, that's all the bricks I've currently got on me. Okay, so let's go and get a few traps from over here. Let's just go and dismantle a couple. One of the other things I've noticed is a lot more zombies in the world have started to respawn. We started to get them come back the other episode, if you remember. We started seeing them. But when I was out and about on wave 106, I did look at this, and yeah, they're really starting to multiply out there in the world. So we've actually got some zombies in the world, which is really nice, because we haven't had zombies in the world for quite some time. Right, so the reason I wanted to get some of these traps is, for the simple reason is, if I want to put down any shredders, if I've got, or cutters, if I've got any cutters, then you need to put them down without the floor being placed, because they act as the floor. So we could start this area with just shredders for the first, not shredders, cutters for the first little while. Oh, I'm going to keep missing my jump, aren't I? Let me just go and see if I can upgrade this other wall to be see-through yet. I don't think I can, but I don't think I've got the resources on me. No, I'm missing a wire. So the plan would be to stand here and I can upgrade, or I can repair the traps all the way around. So this raised area I have is going to go all the way around. So I can just run everywhere. I can see everywhere. I will see the zombies all the way around because they'll be running up on a raised area. But they will not be next to me, as you can see. So it doesn't matter how bunched up in here they get. They can't attack me because there's going to be this foundation space. That's the plan. So it doesn't matter how crazy they get and how many they get. They can't actually directly attack me and pull me through the wall. Well, that's the plan anyway. Whether it works, I don't know. But that's the plan. And all this will be see-through right the way across so that we can look down and see the zombies coming. And we can also flame them. Better go put the flamethrower away. Yeah. So I will be able to flame them through there as they approach. Okay, I think we got... Was that a zombie approaching? Yeah, we've got the zombies in the other base. Did I leave? Why are there zombies in the base? Did I leave bait in here? No, there's no bait in there. So why on earth would the zombies... Unless they're just trying to attack it. I just see some zombies dying in here. Which makes little sense because why on earth would a zombie come in here? There's nothing to attract them. I could actually put the bait in here just to keep them off my back while I'm working. Because this part of the base still functions. It's still a functioning base. Until it gets to... How far away is this path? It go all the way around here, all the way around here, all the way around here. Oh, it can go to the center, so... Let's see if I can put down the bait just to keep them off me. I need a wire. Let's quickly make a wire. And then can I put down the bait? No, because now I've used the ingot. I'm crazy. Get the ingot back. Let's do that again. There we go. So yeah, the issue we're getting, and you can see they're leaping around, they're trying to do stuff, and they're too close to me as well. And that leaping around is an issue I think we're going to get with my new base. My new base design is going to be open to zombies trying to leap, especially this area. If I don't put traps up here, I think some of them might leap to try and get towards the bait from here because they won't be taking damage. I'll have to investigate to see whether or not that's actually going to happen. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this. No, we need bricks. I keep falling off my base. Wanna become famous? Oh god, it's another one of these stupid things. No, I don't want. It's ridiculous. Go away. It's just like views don't mean anything in this, and followers, to be honest, don't mean anything. The only thing that really means anything would be your subscribers. Followers is nice, but unless people actually turn up to watch, it doesn't. I can have 1 million followers. If we only get like 3 people watching, it doesn't make any difference, does it? It's just a stupid thing. Why spend money on something so lame? Right. Okay. So, Baron, do you need a mod? Well, Tic Tac, actually, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm more than happy, actually, Tic Tac, to make you a mod. I do believe that you are... Hey, McCann, thank you very much for the subscribe. I can't actually make you both a VIP and a moderator. I do believe it's one or the other. So you're currently a VIP, I do believe, Tic Tac. But I will remove your VIP status and make you a moderator. That would be very kind of you. Now, something else we can talk about is something that yay! Something that McCadden is using on his channel that he talked to me about earlier. is give you VIP season for protection. I think actually you being banned 24/7 could be a good thing, Cyrus. One of the things that McCadden talked about that he's using on his channel, and he wanted to know whether or not I would use on my channel, and I thought I'd put it out there to all of you wonderful people, is McCadden is using stickers. He says that you're all enjoying using the stickers function. And I was thinking of creating maybe some stickers of hot sausage fun and some zombie stickers and stuff like that. So if people want to use stickers, I could add some stickers. So yeah, thank you very much, Mike, for showing me the stickers. I do like the idea. Tic Tac, I see nothing wrong with that either. Tic Tac, you are more than welcome to just ban Cyrus 24/7. No, not 24/7. You gotta leave him a moment for him to start to speak and say hello, and then the moment he starts speaking and saying hello, block him. Oh, how cruel are we to Cyrus? Oh, can we all please give Thools a hug? Everybody in chat, please, can we have a hug for Thools? Thools to get a hug from me. If everybody else can give Thools a hug, that would be very kind. Ah, give Thools a hug. One of the other things I want to do as well, I just need to try and think of what, is I want to try and add some more functions for people to spend channel points on. There's never enough functions for people to spend channel points on. It's always like, you know, bits. And people end up with, they slowly accrue to like 1,000 channel points and then they get me to talk to sheep, which is okay, but I think we can probably be a bit more inventive in what we're doing with our channel points. So I'm trying to think of some ideas of what we can do with channel points that could also be good. So that people got stuff to spend them on. That would be nice. Right, let me try to put a few floors down at this point and get a shredder or a cutter. Not a cutter, a shredder in. I think you can get a shredder in here, but I do believe it's got to be lowered. Oh, I'm out of lumber. No. Let's get some lumber. Kiss a Ghost. Yeah, well, you could have Kiss a Ghost for channel points. It's just if we're not playing Phasmophobia, it's not really going to work. I mean, talking of Phasmophobia, the rest of our usual crazy people played the prison the other day without me. But that was okay. I watched. I was not actually feeling up to being able to play. So it's not as if they didn't invite me, despite what they say. So today, hopefully, after we've done this, I will also come back after like an hour's break and we can do the prison. That's as long as Tic Tac is playing, because I need Tic Tac to look after me. I can't trust the others. They're mean. They'll pick on me. You know where it's like. So there you go. And then we need to just bridge this gap. I might have to put a sidewall in for it to work, but we'll see. Will it work with a sidewall? No. I mean, I could put a bridge, but it's going to need a side panel, isn't it? It's okay. I can put a side panel in. Oh, I'm not getting these jumps right. I'm not playing this game often enough at the moment. In the past, where I was playing this, you know, constantly. So on these ones, I'm going to have to actually do end pieces for it to do a support. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So we'll have to get some side panels in. Okay, and on this next one, get some side end pieces in so that I can do a trap spanning across. Yeah, I'm definitely going to run out of tree branches this episode, which is a big issue, as you can imagine. Without tree branches, you can do nothing. The whole game stops without tree branches. I'm hoping when they release all these extra new cool ideas they've got, they actually change the... Well, let's talk about it. Now, one of the things that they're going to do in the new roadmap is, and You never know. I got a funny feeling the devs do end up watching some of my streams because they kind of keep like doing things I asked them to do. Except for my bin. The only thing they haven't given me is my bin. So I'm thinking that when we upgrade some of these traps, like if we, because they go on upgrade function coming, when we upgrade a cutter, it'll probably upgrade like one that needs electricity so that you don't have to spend tree branches. That would be a very good idea. But instead of tree branches, of course, you're going to be using up a lot more electricity, which requires you to use a lot more fuel and all the rest of it. So you've gone from one fuel source to another. But I do think that less reliance on tree branches to repair traps and fuel traps is a good idea. Fueling traps with tree branches is just a bit crazy. Let me just sort out my backpack here. What am I missing? I'm missing both lumber and... There we go. Right, let's go back. Carry on with our design. So let's have a quick look at the chat. What we got? Kiss a zombie, kiss a ghost. There are other animals besides sheep, right? No. Really? What do you mean other animals besides sheep? Blasphemy. We were escaped in the prison for you. Yeah, thank you very much. You'll have to tell me where to go and where not to go. I will be there to protect you from the meanies. Well, there's only one meanie in that game. You know where it is. You start playing, the first thing that happens is he eats all of the sanity pills. That's the usual trick. You know what it's like. It's Mike. Yeah, Mike is the one. Mike is the meanie. He's like the secret stealth meanie. You direct all of your wrath towards Cyrus, but really Mikey's there just, secretly being like the super meanie king. That's what it really is. Yeah. I've already sussed him out. He just quietly, sort of like in the background, just sets everything up. Sets you up for a fall, does Mikey. And just when you think everything is safe, boom. Now, I actually want to have this bit see-through if I can, but I'm not going to be able to because palisades are 1.5 foundations wide. So they can only really work in 3s. So 1.5 here obviously is going to be here, then there's going to be a gap. And although it doesn't look much like a little gap, they'll jump through it. I just know they will. So sadly I'm going to have to do these. They can actually jump through windows, zombies, but it's not easy for them to do. And if they do, it'll be the odd one and I'll just beat them up. Actually, I might leave this one because I could maybe put one more foundation and then I could make this one see-through. I haven't decided what I'm doing with that side yet. This side's actually doing anything at all. It's just there to do a mirror. Might actually take all of that piece away because I don't need to walk over there. I just did that to get some symmetry on my base design when I was designing it. And what I will be doing here, as you can probably guess, what I'm going to be doing is... You need a lower than one. Doing fencing all along this edge, which I don't know if I've got anything to upgrade this bit. Oh, I have. I can get the stone to start with. Symmetry! Yes. Tight up lip. We'll get that rubbish bin yet. Seriously. Yeah, I know. We need that rubbish bin. So has everybody in chat actually watched or has gone on to Steam or whatever and read about the update that's coming? Do you all know about the roadmap and what they have in planned for the game? Because it's pretty cool. I mean, what they've got currently planned for the game, yeah, is that makes me very happy. It does make me very happy. All the things we wanted are basically on their way. We got new zombies, new bosses, and, well, a boss. So they got new special zombies. Special zombies are what they class as like the exploder and the big green guy and the butcher and stuff like that. They've actually got a singular be their first boss zombie. So it'd be interesting to see what they classify as a boss zombie. Because that would be cool. Something that's probably just going to mash straight through my base as though my base isn't here. That would be very interesting to see happen. They're also adding armor. That is something that I thought would be in the game already, because when you look at your character sheet and you put on stuff like, you know, my yellow top, it looks like it's going to be armor. But they are actually going to add in armor. They're allowing you to upgrade lots of building pieces, lots of traps, new trap pieces, electricity's coming, then electricity traps, vehicles. That's a whole conversation in and of itself, is vehicles in the game. Cyrus actually brought up a very good point the other day when I was talking to him, and I know that's like probably the weirdest thing ever, and it feels really bad for me to actually say that Cyrus brought up a good point, but hey, I suppose I've got to say that sometime. And that's the fact that he said that the map actually isn't all that big. I can run end to end across this map, I don't know, in 10 minutes or so. It looks big, but it's not actually that big. And if you add vehicles, then potentially what at the moment feels like quite a large map might end up feeling like quite a small map, because you're traveling across it so quickly. And it's a very valid point. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on vehicles to see whether or not what they implement is actually a good design or not, but that is actually a valid point. I know, the fact that Cyrus said something like intelligent was just, that shocked me. Oh, we love you really, Cyrus. Well, just keep saying that to him, it'll be fine. Let's get rid of some of these. The older he gets, the grumpier he gets. It's fine. Well, that's part, as I said to you before, that's part of the privilege about being old, is you can be a grumpy old get when you get old. You can't be a grumpy old get when you're young, see. It's something you've got to earn over time. Oh. Okay, let's get rid of that. Well, Tic-Tac, for those who can, because I got to remember that the people who might be watching this later won't necessarily see the chat, and sometimes people in the chat say things that are very interesting. Like Tic-Tac has said that she is always right, and I'm just gonna stay completely neutral and quiet on that one. Just walk away from the conversation's the best there. Right, that gives me a bunch of resources to quickly use up here. And for those who are watching and don't quite know what the current, our current top nasty, lovely, wrong word, I got the word wrong, top lovely community members do, is this like a double team between Tic-Tac and Deer Slayer. And not discounting, obviously, you know, the rest of them, but those two do like to try and get me killed every episode. They do their best. So I'm always kind of like a little bit wary of them. Just keeping my eye on them, thinking, what are they up to? Because it's usually they're up to no good. That's the usual plan. So one of the negatives with this base design that I'm doing now, and when I say negatives, it's a negative that I'm realizing quite quickly, because everything is raised. It's taking a lot more resources than a base that's on the ground, because I have to raise every single block. So this is a very resource hungry base. That's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, we're after the finished product, not worrying too much about the build of the base. But for anybody out there that is thinking of trying a base design like this, then yeah, resource hungry, I think, is the definitely the term. I can get rid of this one now. If I get rid of this, they can just run straight through there. Trying to encourage them to come in. That's what I'm trying to do here. Just let them come in. I could leave this all as a solid, so they either come through here and across, or they can run along and then come through the center. I think that's probably not a bad idea, actually. So it's actually less resources, but I just want to make sure that the zombie pathing is given the best chance. Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's the worst outcome, is your pathing is messed up and the zombies aren't pathing correctly. Because if they don't path, your base is pointless. And at some point, I actually do need to try and think about how I can rig up a test for this current new base to make sure they're pathing before I build the whole base. So what I could do is not focus on the outside wall for a little bit. If I focus on my platform for a moment or two, what I can do is I can put a pathway across. I've run out of bits. I can do a pathway across then and put a bait up here so that they'll come in and run up the stairs and run all the way around. And it's worth testing now before we get too far into the design. Just get rid of this one. Baron, I need mod powers, please. Cyrus, time's up. Yeah, I mean, I feel it for you, Tic Tac. I do hear you. But maybe between now and Phasmophobia, I will have time between this game and the next to go in and make you a mod. But then you'll be playing Phasmophobia, so that's not going to really work, is it? Maybe I need to stream another episode of Night of the Dead. Oh, here comes some zombies. Night of the Dead this week. Well, he's definitely pathing around trying to find me. And then, you know, if I could stream one tomorrow, give you mod powers, just so you could, like, ban Cyrus. That could be worth seeing. How much will you have to tear down to get a glitch zombie out of those towers? Oh, I mean, it's a good question, dear. It is a good question. What happens if a zombie gets glitched in one of the towers? Now, I've kind of given myself a problem by letting them path, because if they do knock down a tower, it'll bring down the whole corner. As whereby, if I put less gaps, then it can take one being taken down, because the ceiling will still stay up, because there'll be enough support. So a gap every other one like that might be a bad idea. I might fill some of them in, but until we actually see the base in action and we see exactly what's happening, we're not going to know. So what am I missing? Both of these. Okay, we're not going to know until we actually see one, you know, one proper wave, nighttime wave, where I'm on top of that base, whether or not it's going to hold. Because a daytime wave is not going to show us. A daytime wave will show us pathing, and it'll show us whether or not our bait, etc., and the routes are all working correctly, but it won't show us whether or not that when you get a high density of zombies, that they start glitching through walls and causing problems, etc. The only way you're going to find that out is to actually stay here during a nighttime wave and just see what it does. Right, so if I got that, I can actually put a bait up there. So what we'll do, I'll probably have to go and get something for a bait. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. Get that there. Get that there. Get that there. Get that there. And then let's go put a bait trap. Have I got enough on me for another bait trap? What am I missing? Oh, some intestines and some tape. Well, the tape is easy to do. Intestines. Do these have intestines? One intestine. I don't want to go and loot my big pile of wolves, but there's some odd wolves around here, so this will be another intestine here. Let's just grab this one. And we will want a tape, wouldn't we? A tape. So that will go and allow me to put another bait trap down, just so they can path hopefully up here, then along here, all along here, all along here. I'll need to put something in these gaps. Yeah, go on, we'll put cutters in the gaps for now, just because they're the easiest thing to fill the floor space with. And then we can go all the way around. And you're probably going to say now, I used up the resources I need for my bait. No, it doesn't. So we can put a bait trap here. Okay, so if we get any more daytime zombies, they should ignore me now and just path up and through the traps just to get to here. It's worth us seeing and checking that out. Because if they don't path up there, even with that shorter distance, then this whole concept was a waste of time. And I'll have to think of something else. But they should do. I mean, they should do. I always suggest to anybody building bases to do what I'm doing here. And that is to constantly test your pathing with the daytime spawns whenever you have chance. Okay, we're out of that. And there's going to be a bridge by here. Constantly running out of various resources. What resource am I out of now? Rope, I think. Yeah. I got lots of bricks, actually. So can I upgrade some of these things to brick? It would be good to maybe get the stairs and things started up. Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Although, actually, it is a bad idea because the one thing that probably doesn't need much in the way of an upgrade would be the stairs. It's not like they're going to be, you know, handling zombies dying, but I am going to flame down from above, so okay, let's, rather than arguing against myself, let's just upgrade all these first. Get these done. Okay, get these up. So yeah, as far as the future of Night of the Dead, and we can do. I just say, I've been watching these big YouTubers and content creators, you know, and the way they hype up everything. So we'll do it in, you know, if I've got like 1 million subscribers kind of thing. Like it's going to be like, yeah, and the great future in this epic, excellent game. All we're going to have is the magnificent updates coming up. This game is going to be so stupendous. It's got such a great future. Whoa, and hype, hype, hype. Craze, craze, craze. That's how you gotta do it. If yeah, if you've got like 1 million subscribers, it's gotta be like, the epicness of the future. We've got to have so much cool stuff coming up in the future. Whoa, this game is amazing. Don't forget to tune in every week to this channel for all of the epic goodness. It's the only channel to get for the hottest, best fun on Night of the Dead. There you go. I've been practicing. So let me just get that over there. Yeah, paid review. Yeah. Okay, we're getting some more. You do realize that HFF only actually works during the wave, yeah? I can see you typing HFF, but it doesn't actually work outside of the wave. You can type it all you like. Okay, that's always been the rule. I'm not changing the rules on you. It's always been the way it's been. Only works inside. The only thing that doesn't work, as in the only HFS that works outside of the actual main wave, is the soundbite, because that means somebody's actually paid for it, in which case, yes, okay, I will set fire to my base, because, yeah, you paid for it, so it's cool. Right, okay, so...
hot sausage fun!
Oh, see? Ah, I shouldn't have said anything. And now I gotta go waste some more tree branches. Oh, I gotta let them burn. I'm gonna put this one out. I'm just gonna let them burn. Ow, I'm on fire. Stop it. Those can burn. Right. Okay. I actually do need to go and get tree branches. Speaking of tree branches, so sadly, I mean, we are really low. Although I really want to get that base built up a bit more so we can test it and obviously demolish the whole of that other base to acquire resources. Don't get me wrong. It's just the fact that even if I demolish that other base, I am so low on tree branches. We need to just come and cut down a few trees, at least for a couple of minutes. Not crazy amounts, but I do need them. I think I missed the explanation. How are you replenishing the traps from below? Oh, see, well, there we go. I'm not below. I will go and explain the base once more. Maybe it'll start making more sense, obviously, the more it's getting built. At the moment, because it's such a shell of a base, it's probably a little bit confusing to watch. But the goal of the base... See, there's loads of zombies that spawn around you now. The goal of the base is so that we, the audience, can see all of the zombies all of the time. So there's not part of the base now whereby the zombies are going to go somewhere where we can't see them. We will always be able to see the zombies should we just spin around. Yeah. So I will be able to have a full view of the zombies whenever I wish. That's the goal of the base, is to keep everything in view, so it's good for everybody to see. The other goal of the base is to try and get some kind of base whereby we still knock zombies off over the edge, like we were trying to do with the previous build in the Walk-In Dead. But in such a way whereby we don't have that crazy clump at the beginning of the base, so that they don't just try and come through the walls, or I don't get pulled through the wall. Because yeah, how yet again I wasn't killed by being pulled through the wall, I don't know. But thankfully they didn't try and kill me. At least long enough for me to run away. And then they came after me. Okay, we got some tree branches now. It's not a lot, but I feel a bit happier knowing that we've got at least a bit more tree branch in the old stores. Even though if it was only like 20 or so. It's just a bit more. Oh, swap weapons to the fist. Well, I'm not going to gather tree branches with a fist, but I'm going to punch this guy out with a fist. Because gathering tree branches with a fist would mean that we were here all day. There we go. I'll take this loot. Right, let's go back to the base and then I'll try and describe exactly what I mean with regards to where I'll be standing. Oh, look, it's still on fire. I would have thought it would have disappeared by now. So I'll explain where I'm going to be and where the zombies are going to be and how I will replane the traps. I really don't want to repair these and waste branches, but I'm going to. There we go. Right, so if we... So you got right. Are you ready, Tic Tac? I am the zombie. So as a zombie, I am going to head up here, along here, along here, along here, And they won't go to the bait there because they're actually going to carry on around. And then they're going to come across to the middle for a bait. Now, myself, this area above where I'm standing is all going to be see-through walkway. Yeah, so the see-through walkway is going to be all the way up to here. So all the area above me is where my base is going to be. And I will be able to... I'll be up here. I will be able to run around on the inside of here, nice and safe. I can have crafting stations and all sorts of stuff up here if I want them. I can run around up here. I can have a go through the walkway area and flame down below me, because the walkway will go all the way out there. So as they're coming across the ground. Or I can run around the outside here and replay every single trap all the way around the outside. I'll be able to target them all. So we'll see the zombies at all time, because they'll be through fences all the way around us. So that's the plan. Whether it works or not is another matter, because, I mean, in theory, someone might try and leap over the fencing. I don't know. Because they're taking damage, they shouldn't leap over the fencing. But once one of these traps runs out, and they have a square where they don't take damage, they could try and leap over. We're going to have to try and see. If they do leap over, what it means is they'll have to put pillars in, and then put walls up higher, suspended off the pillars, so they still keep all of our fencing. It's just I'll have to put pillars with a wall or a roof. A wall is better because they can actually jump onto a roof. So if I have to build walls, I will. So that's the plan. So it's going to take quite a lot of resources, but I think it'll be a better design than the... Oh, I'm out of rope now. Than the first Walking Dead. The first Walking Dead kind of shot itself in the foot by making the front of the base. I was kind of like thinking like the sausage factory, because at the sausage factory, that front of the base is the key point to be. Yeah? It's the place to be. It does all the damage. It's the one area of the base where, as long as I keep it replened on the sausage factory, we win. It's as simple as that. But by doing that, I made such a small... Oh, can I just replend through here? Such a small part of a base be so busy, it's not big enough. And they were just coming through the walls and causing all kinds of issues, which, yeah. As you all remember seeing during the various episodes, it was just a nightmare trying to cope with them coming through the walls. Or me getting pulled through the wall. And the trouble with me getting pulled through the wall is it means that I can't actually trust standing next to a wall now to replen a trap. Oh, what am I out of now? Thanks. If I can't trust standing next to a fence to replan a trap, then the whole base design falls down. Even on the sausage factory, I can't trust now on the sausage factory standing close to those walls to replan the rear traps, because the way that they've altered the way the zombies react means that if it gets really busy, they can pull me through that fencing. So that's why on this base, I'm going to test a base where there's a gap. There is an actual gap between myself and the zombies. But thanks to the fact that we can target 2 foundations away, it means that I can still replay all of the traps. I'm just going to get myself a bit of a walkway here so that I can show you what I mean with regards to my targeting. That would be nice. At least if I can get that done this episode. Ooh. I mean, we are going to have to fight this episode at the sausage factory. I mean, there's no way that this base is going to be ready by just a few hours we've got left in game before the wave arrives. That's a given. We will have to go to the sausage factory. But I might try and get another... Well, I got a midweek episode of this done. Maybe even, did I do 2? I can't remember. I think I did 100 and 506. I'm really not sure now what I did. But I'll try and get some more episodes midweek of this base done, so that next weekend we can maybe try our first night in this new base. That could be fun to try and see if it's going to hold. I'm out of rope again. I'm so high up all the time. I got to keep going over here to jump. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've all missed the sausage factory. The thing is I don't want to like sound. It's not in a negative way, but the sausage factory is too powerful. Yeah, and we've achieved that. We've kind of like, can we create a base in this game that is able to have a good view for the audience and be powerful enough to handle the hordes? And the answer to that is yes, of course we can. So, but now we've achieved that, we need to try other designs so that people are watching and think, okay, well, you know, I want to try other unique designs for my base. I don't want to copy the sausage factory. So it's a case of, well, can we get some other designs to work as successful as the sausage factory? Oh, that one's actually going to be no good, is it? I've got a flaw in my design here because I actually need to alter. The layout at some point, because if I did this, the palisade would finish here, which is actually right next to the walkway. So the walkway actually needs to come one more out to allow me to have 3s. Else it needs to come in to here so that I cut this piece off. I fell off again. So yeah, my actual calculation of how many floor spaces my walk area is not correct. I need to alter it. So there we go. We got a bit more we can see. Let me see if I got anything to upgrade these. No, I don't. Okay. You comes our first daytime zombies. Now our daytime zombie, he's coming through there. I mean, I could say block up some of these so that they have to walk closer to the front, because otherwise they're padding through there. They are. Why are they going back down again? Why are they going back down? That's not good. And then they're coming back again. It's probably because the location of that bait is too far away from where they are. The bait needs to be very central to the base. So I could move the bait now actually to here, where I'm standing, kind of thing. That would work. So that they're constantly seeing it. The problem we got at the moment is, yeah, it's too far away. So when they get up here and they take damage and they reassess, they're interested in where's the bait, and the bait is way over there. And the range of the bait, I think, is only something like 6 squares or something. So yeah, they're too far away from the bait. So once this little wave of zombies is finished, what we will need to do is pick up that bait. Well, actually, let me just go pick it up now, because it doesn't matter. Because if I pick it up, they just retag it to me. Which is fine. Because if they retag it to me, I can now stand over here. And what I need to do is test to see if I can stick the bait. Can you stick bait on these see-through things? I don't know, actually. No. So I'm going to have to, at some point here, put some kind of wooden area for it to, yeah, the moment it comes off the wooden, it kind of gets upset. But we'll retag it there for now. might need a multiple bait base so that they come up here and they've got the bait in sight all the way, and then when they come up here and they start running across this back edge, because the bait's going to be too far away to keep them interested, I'll probably have to put a second bait up here so that they continue to path around, and then they swap back to that bait. It's kind of like when we've got the sausage factory where we got multiple baits that pass aggro between them as things move around the base. Now, the other thing is how many foundations is this base going to be? Because that's the important one, yeah? It's actually not as many as you think. Now, yet again, let's talk about foundation pathing for those that want to understand how the game works. Working on world mesh, so where we are now, doesn't count as part of their pathing algorithm. So they just path across the world mesh until they get close to your base, and then when they've got to like actually deal with foundations, they start a count, and they will start a count of what the equivalent basically of 50 foundations before the little A-star algorithm basically comes back and says, well, you've gone 50 foundations, you still haven't got your target, so don't chew up any more CPU resource. Instead, just attack the nearest object. So you've only got 50 foundations to play with. But they can path through all of this world mesh without an issue. And then they only actually start calculating when they hit these stairs. Now, I haven't actually checked on the Night of the Dead Discord chat for a while to see whether or not they ever did get to the agreement whether or not a stair actually counts as a foundation mesh for pathing, or whether stairs are exempt, because there was some argument at one point that stairs didn't seem to count. But let's pretend that they do. So 1, 2, 3 stairs. So 3, 4. Now, this is interesting because each of these blocks is actually divided into 10 little nodes, and it's actually 500 nodes is the pathing algorithm. So if they hugged the very edge here, they would actually only spend like 2 nodes to go around there. But I'm going to count it for now as though they've got to use up all 10. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, say 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. So you can see we could actually make this whole place slightly bigger, or we can have them path quite a way in centrally to get to the bait if we wanted to. Although it looks like a huge base, because it's all on one level, unlike the Walking Dead, which lost very quickly because it was multiple level. We can have a big base. We can actually have it bigger than it currently is. So I might extend it back another row of pathing. So it's quite surprising. So yeah, the actual new base is... it's not as big as it can be. Now, I know if I destroy this, they can't get to that bait, but they're not going to that anymore anyway. They're going to that bait over there, so this doesn't matter now. Let's just destroy all this and destroy this bait. So yeah, the base can actually be bigger, which is nice. That's what we want to see. Am I actually tagged in that? I am now. I am conscious of the time. It's now 1600 hours in game, and I have got to concern myself with the fact that we didn't finish replanning the sausage factory. We didn't get the sausage factory ready, and we will need to get the sausage factory ready because we will have to defend there tonight. And a lot of the front of that base is either damaged or on 0 charges. And that's a recipe for disaster. Because if you watched Wave 106, the zombies actually gave the sausage factory a hard time. It wasn't easy. And that's what we got to remember. The Walking Dead actually did manage to survive at Wave 105. I did stay there all night, and it did take the whole wave. And if the sausage factory is now struggling to take a whole wave, then it does mean the design we made for The Walking Dead, although it didn't seem to be very good, it clearly was good because it survived the whole wave. Let's just get rid of some of this stuff in my backpack. So yeah, so we shouldn't knock the Walking Dead Mark 1 too much. It did actually successfully do what it was supposed to do. I wonder if that little gap there was causing a problem. No, they did actually go past that. It shouldn't cause a problem. The zombies can actually cope with quite a large gap. Oh, I don't think I can do another one because I haven't got the... Yeah, I haven't got trim stone. I need trim stone for that as well. Let me go get some trim stone. Although I think I could do foundations without trim stone. Can I do foundations? I think I can do foundations without trim stone. Because we could do with... At least to just get myself a little bit Deer Slayer proof. Just to start thinking about getting some of this base upgraded. Even though I haven't decided on the full length of the base. Because I think I could probably afford to go out another square. It's a good idea to get some of these foundations at least upgraded while we can, while we're carrying the resources. I'm not going to do the ones going across because, as I said, I think I'm going to extend that out one. So I will leave them alone. This is now just a constant observation between the in-game clock and what I'm currently doing. Okay, that's all I can afford to do. I've got no more resources. If I go grab some trim stone, I can do some walls. As in palisade walls. But yet again, all this stuff is going to cost me tree branches. This is the bit that is really... I'm really struggling now. I'm struggling on the fact that we just don't have the tree branches to build much of the base at the moment. I mean, obviously we don't have the time either. We're running out of time. But if I chew through like 100 tree branches to make some of the stuff I need to get this base rushed forwards, we're not actually going to have enough tree branches to survive the night. Because we do need a good 100 plus tree branches. I'm not quite sure why I've run this way. I actually want to go in here. I mean, we can go through quite easy, 250 tree branches a night with the repairs afterwards, and we just won't have it. Oh, Benny Hill. Now, why is my Benny Hill not actually playing? I can see that Tic Tac has played Benny Hill. Whoa, oh, no, 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 no. Ow. But for some reason, my Benny Hill actually hasn't played in channel. So I do apologize, Tic Tac. We know that the sound bites work because we've had some hot sausage funds. So not quite sure why the Benny Hill didn't work. Yeah, that's strange. So have they removed it? I mean, why didn't that play? I mean, we clearly have the sound bite system is working because you guys have played the hot sausage fun. But yeah, the Benny Hill didn't work. And we need Benny Hill for the sausage factory defense, because I mean, yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to need that. So that's an odd one. But I tell you what, if I see the Benny Hill thing come up, I will at least do the dance. But I might not actually be paying attention to the chat in the middle of the fight, as you can well imagine. And I'll have to try and investigate afterwards as to why. Maybe there was a copyright thing and it got pulled, but I wonder if some of the others like run away. I mean, they should work, but we can investigate. Right, okay, we're at 1700 hours. I just want to get a little bit more done on this base, just so that it becomes more obvious to everybody watching what the layout, the goal, the design of this base is going to be. Oh, I didn't make it. I was like, really? Right, I'll go and get myself a metal bar. It's like, I should move my crafting stations now from down here to up in the new base. That would make sense. So I don't have to keep running back and forth. I can just, do stuff up there. Because there will be plenty of room up here to have all of my crafting stations. Even the ones from the sausage factory. Then they could, if this base works, they could migrate down to here. I mean, there's no reason for them to stay up there. So yeah, so this is where we'll be able to flame, replan, everything like that. And it's just a question of, are they going to try and jump? Personally, I think they might do. But that's no big, big loss if they do. It's not an issue. Did you try targeting the traps? Yes, so I've damaged this trap out here, and I can tag it quite fine. Some of these others have lost charges since. Oh! Wow. How slow is that? Wow. I'm at a delay? That's got to be like the biggest delay I've ever seen on a soundbite. I mean, what was that? Like a 5-minute delay? That was crazy. So yeah, I can target all these traps. So yeah, because we can push 2 squares on a targeting, we will be fine. But yeah, I do think this whole last piece here needs to go out 1 more square. Wow, I can't believe the Benny Hill took all that time before it played. Hey, Gym Junkie! Maybe it's because we need a Gym Junkie to come and reset the Benny Hill theme. That's where it was. Yeah, exactly. We just needed him here for the Benny Hill to play. So, just for Gym Junkie's pleasure, because we've got a couple of minutes before I have to run back to the sausage factory, I will just describe what the current new base is. What's the plan? So this new base that we're building is basically going to be the Walking Dead Mark II. It's going to try and do what the Walking Dead was supposed to do, but better. The Walking Dead was supposed to have something whereby the zombies would be all around us. We wanted to have drop traps or some way of them falling and then have to re-go through the same traps again. But the way I designed it, especially with the drop traps so that you could see them happening here, just meant that this area became so busy and so congested that they would push through the walls. And I made it so that I would have to try and, like with the sausage factory, replan the traps at the front. And it just doesn't work. It's just, for this late game, a drop trap base for this late game that tries to drop them in to make a busy front, it's just not going to work with the way that they've changed the way the zombies decide to do things. So the new base, the zombies have got multiple ways on the world map to path towards those stairs at the back end. They can come through holes, they can come down the center. They've got lots of ways to make their way up these stairs. When they get up these stairs, they will be shot. I mean, I could put flamethrowers there. I can do whatever I want. It's not going to make a lot of difference. I haven't decided whether there's going to be traps on these 6 squares yet, but it's just basically a gathering area where the zombies are all going to rush up here, and then they're going to filter down, single file, down this passageway, and they're going to run along through all these traps. If they fall off either side, that's fine. They would have to run all the way back around again and go back up the stairs. And they're going to go all the way down here, all the way down here, all the way down here, all the way down here. Now, temporarily, we've put a path here, just so we can test daytime zombie pathing. But eventually they're going to carry on all the way along here. A bridge over here. All the way along here. Along here. All the way down here. And then eventually there will be a way into the center, around here somewhere, where they will then get to the bait above me, up here somewhere in the sky. All this area above me is going to be see-through pathing for me. And I will spend the whole night, the whole wave, up here in my raised base. The whole floor here will be raised, and I can flame or target all the way around every trap, every zombie. We'll see every zombie all the time. The only time we will lose sight of a zombie is if they fall off the edge, and then we will see them again potentially. Yeah, Jim Juggy! We will see them again as they come back in to come back up the stairway. That's the time that we are going to see them. I mean, there's a zombie coming now. So yeah, that's the plan, and we can stand here and flamethrower them wherever we want. So that's the design of the base. So we can see at all times all the zombies. So that'd be quite cool. How are we all? Well, that's a good question. Everybody in chat, please reply with how you are. Yeah, it did. The hot sausage fun seemed to work quite quickly, but the Benny Hill one, it literally took 5 minutes. And that's not like joking. It actually took 5 minutes. So the good thing is we're seeing with this zombie already. This zombie is attempted to path 3 times now. And every time he's fallen off. Somebody else fell off again. So these zombies potentially going to fall off a lot, which is perfect. I might actually put some drop traps near the end and just put like a second row, so there's actual real drop traps. But by the looks of it, these zombies are going to spend all of their time falling off their narrow walkway that they have and repathing all the way back around again. Which is, if that works, it's going to be genius. Because it doesn't matter, in fact, because it means that the more zombies there are, the worse it's going to be for them. Because the more crowded it gets, the more they'll fall off the edge. So it's basically an anti-crowding base that's just going to prevent them from crowding by making them fall off the edge all the time. Which is going to be quite clever. Now, I will have to design some nice lighting, backlighting. So I'll probably put like lampposts, as I do sometimes, you know, the columns with a light on the top, all the way around outside, so that we get great backlighting, so that we can see the zombies really well during the night. And down below is going to be easy to light because we can put lights on the side, and with enough of them, we should be able to see down below quite nice. But yeah, I think this anti-crowding base that I'm trying to build, which is kind of maybe where The Walking Dead should have been, is going to be a very good design because, yeah, the busier it gets, the more they're just going to fall off and they're not going to make it all the way around without falling off. And they have to start all over again. So, it's getting a little bit dark. I do need to start thinking about heading back to The Walking Dead, checking it out, getting it ready. Oh, I shouldn't leave and leave the bait up there. I need to take the bait down. Otherwise, the zombies tonight when they spawn, they're just going to come over here and eat this bait first. And that's just a waste of meat. So I'll take this bait down. And we can head back to the good old classic sausage factory. That's where we will spend another night. As I said, the Wave 106 actually made the sausage factory work. It was not an easy night, and that was without people doing all of the, you know, the Benny Hills and the other stuff, and people saying like no to hot sausage fun and other things that you like doing. So on a night when I was fully in control, it was still a tough night in the sausage factory on Wave 106. It was not easy. It was quite full on. So yeah, it's becoming harder not just to create a new base design that's going to function at this level of game, but also old bases like this one that we thought were invulnerable are starting to crack at the edges. The new base is going to be a giant donut. Yes, it is. We're going to be up in the air as a giant donut. And now, The Walking Dead started as a giant donut, if you remember. That was the original plan and shape of The Walking Dead, was to be a giant donut. It's just we ran out of floor spaces. The pathing went over 50 so quickly because it was a double-layered donut, which meant that we only had 25 basically squares to play with, you know, below and above, and that made the base extremely tiny. Felt like a coffin. It was just so small. And I redesigned The Walking Dead to actually give us a bit more space and freedom by reducing the upper layer to give me some more space to increase the lower layer. But it's the design flaw is in the fact that you're trying to drop zombies into an area that's already overcrowded. And only because of the new way the zombies function, it just made it so that, yeah, there was too many zombies in such a small space. And they were starting to glitch and do all kinds of crazy stuff, which is never good. You don't want glitching zombies on your hands. That's not what you want to see. So the new Walking Dead Mark II 2.0 should be a fix to that design. So we still end up with a donut. We still end up with them falling over the edge. We still end up with all of the stuff that we wanted to do on the original, just without that one particular flaw. See, we still actually have one garden. Well, it's not a garden, we've got no garden, but we actually have one plant place that still survived the burn. If you remember the great super burn, we're gonna have to try and find room for these to pick them up and then get rid of them. So yeah, we do actually have a tree and a shrub that survived the great destruction of Wave 100. I haven't actually gone as far yet as to repair or replant gardens, etc. I should do. It would make a lot of sense to put down new gardens. It just means we're eating into our meager resource pool that's constantly shrinking all the time now. But I don't really want to do that until we've got a definitive new base design that's worth keeping. Which is why I'm hoping our Walking Dead Mark II is going to be. It's going to be our new next best base, probably even better than the Sausage Factory. I know that's blasphemy. I know that's blasphemy to some of you. Better than the Sausage Factory? No! But that's the goal, is to try and get something that can handle bigger and bigger and bigger waves, where the Sausage Factory is actually struggling to handle the size of the waves now. It's really giving it a hard time. Right, I really am low on tree branches, aren't I? It's not good. Actually, we're gonna make ourselves some food while I'm here. Let's. Hey, Kalashnikov! Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, okay. So this night, I think on Wave 107, we're gonna have to spend it yet again in the Sausage Factory. while our new base is in design and creation, and it's, you know, it's doing its thing. Let me just drop off some of this stuff I know I'm not going to need. Okay, there's a little bit of room. I could do with going out still. I got a couple of hours. Going out and just grabbing a few more branches. I know that's crazy, but I just need tree branches. There's so few tree branches left. If I go up here, all these trees are going to disappear. It's true, I was even worried about Baron, who disappeared. Well, exactly. Yeah, even I disappeared. Okay. It's getting dark over here now. We got a few trees left up here. Let's go grab some of these trees just quickly. Another 5 or 10 trees will do us good. Just give us some more tree branches. I do need to get some kind of gardening back going down again, but that's kind of like a cycle, because for the garden to work, you need more meat for the manure, and you need more seeds and all the rest of the stuff, and you end up with a one way or another, you just don't have enough resources. Now, one of the good things is when we actually get to the point where we can start a brand new game, which I do intend to do when we get the achievements coming out for Steam in March, I will start a brand new game so we can do all the achievements. When we do that, we can actually set the world so that resources respawn. Now, I haven't tried that mode yet to know whether or not that means that the trees regrow. I would assume they would regrow. Although, if they regrew inside your base, that would be bad, because you constantly have trees in your base. So I don't quite know what the limits are on that. I was meditating on the mound of sheep. Does anybody know? Has anybody tried the setting where it says resources respawn? Do you know whether or not they respawn the trees? And if so, do you end up with trees inside your base, which would be just really stupid? Oh, here we go. Meh, 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 meh. So here we go. Let me somebody type in a sentence. No, Gym Junkie, type in a sentence, any sentence into the chat. I will try and convert it into sheep for you. Into sheep language. Come on, Gym Junkie, type in any sentence. I will do my best to transfer into sheep. He's thinking now. Gym Junkie's thinking, oh, what shall I write? He's typed in any sentence in the chat. Okay, so that would be, if I can get this right, this would be meh, 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 meh. There you go. Meh. I'm quite lucky then. You could have done something really rude, in which case I would have to have done my sexy sheep voice. And doing my sexy sheep voice is never a good thing. It's not something that anybody should be subjected to. So yeah, thankfully there was nothing rude or alluring in there where I had to actually sort of like go into sexy sheep. Okay, well that's a bunch of tree branches. I don't actually think you get tree branches from stumps. At one point you did, and then they kind of didn't, and then yeah, it's just logs, which is annoying. Because I mean, I'm slowly but surely running out of trees in my world here. I mean, I'm saying that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of trees left in this world. It's just, I've got to go further and further and further away to actually get them. Oh, there's a bear. Oh, there's a live bear. That was a live bear. Okay, see, there's just no trees. There's just no trees. We are in a treeless world. Not good. Thank you very much. Just kill a random deer that decides to get in front of me. Sometimes there's food in these traps. No. In fact, all that stuff I just got from the deer, I don't actually think I want a single piece of it. I mean, I don't want the skins. I mean, this is like terrible, isn't it? You're just throwing away like, good food, but I just don't have the inventory space. I don't even really have the vines. After all that, I don't have many vines, so I can't convert the vines really into more tree branches. Because we need vines for rope. It's crazy. I mean, I've still only got, 371 tree branches. After all that, cutting down trees. Still don't really have any tree branches to speak of. Yeah, you just can't get the tree branches. It's becoming a bigger and bigger issue. It's gonna be a long way before they actually added the electricity to the game, and there may be the ability to run some of these traps off a different energy source other than tree branches. But as it is at the moment, with tree branches being the source of all energy, it is causing me a problem. It is definitely causing me a problem. And the problem is getting bigger. It's not going away. Very careful. Yeah. One more bath. Okay, yes, okay. I am feeling very well tonight. I am actually feeling good and healthy, which is so nice. So just for you. Meh. There you go. That was just going out to you there, Gym Junkie. That was a special, nice little bleat just for you. Just to get you all happy and cozy and comfy feeling. That's what it was there for. Right, so people who are watching this and have never seen any of the other of my recordings and shows are probably thinking, what on earth is this guy on about with his sheep? And sometimes it's just best not to go there, folks. Don't go there. Don't ask. It's just leave it to your own imagination. At some point when we were doing a night up here, we lost several ceilings because all this had, roofing on it. We've lost 2 pieces of roof. So yeah, there's actually holes now in our ceiling. 3 pieces of roof, 5 pieces of roof. We're slowly losing pieces of roof. There was never a ceiling here. This was always open, but there was pieces of ceiling in these, and not anymore. They've been destroyed. So my great sausage factory is slowly falling apart. Do we want to have any ballista rounds this episode? This is a good question. Do we have any on us? No, but we can make them. They're one of the cheapest things in the game to make, and they don't use tree branches, which is fantastic. And they actually use the 2 pieces of resource that you have an abundance of. And that is for the upgraded bolts. It's just trimmed logs, which you can make without a tree branch. And well, let me just check they haven't changed that. Trimmed logs used to be something you can make with a tree branch. Yes, so trimmed logs are just literally logs. You don't need any tree branches. And the pieces of metal, which is what the zombies drop all the time. They constantly drop these when you pick up their bags. So ballista bolts is actually one of those things whereby the upgraded ones are so cheap you just make as many as you want. So at some point during this wave we will put some bolts in the ballistas. So have a quick check. See the chat. This is the sound of a real master sheep in full health. That definitely was a fresh sheep. Fresh out of the sheep ward. Yeah, there you go. Maybe I need to go into a different kind of ward. Right. Let's just check on things. There was at one point as well, there was a wall by here. This was a hole. But there was actually a wall piece in there. and there's not anymore. Yeah, we're slowly but surely taking damage to this base. But it's okay. I mean, it's still capable, he says, hopefully, of surviving the night. The problem I've got now is actually if this doesn't survive the night, if for whatever reason things get so bad this episode that we have to flee, I don't actually have anywhere to flee to now. Where we had the walk-in dead, we could have actually run down there and led them through the walk-in dead. But we've just dismantled it, so it's non-functional. And the new base is definitely not functional. So we don't actually have a place to run to if things go really bad. That's always a little bit concerning that there's no like plan B. It's nice to have a plan B, but there is no plan B. We could put a little bit of fuel in this tonight, couldn't we? Not much, but a little bit. I think there's some fuel up here. We can get these to reset. The pig! Okay, this is... Oh, one. It's like, really? And another one. Ah, oh, shocking. Shocking. Spider pig. Spider pig. Oh, I know something we haven't done. Oh, I haven't done these for ages. It's a dedication thing. So that people can dedicate, because this is a stream, and I will upload this stream afterwards to YouTube. So that everybody can watch it at their leisure or jump through the episode as they wish, which I like doing. I like giving people options. So when I upload the episodes to YouTube, I add in the functionality for, or add in an extra little bonus for somebody to dedicate the episode to anybody they would like. Oh, I can hear daytime spawn attacking the base. Now, there's also some nice little add-ons, which I think I'll add on to our stream for when we do quizzes, so that you can all enter the quiz. Is the cake factory broken? No, I could run through the cake factory. I don't know if I've actually replanned any of the traps in there, though, so I might just be running through the cake factory and just waving at the traps that are all empty as we go by. I haven't actually haven't refilled the cake factory. I got so few resources at the moment that, yeah, refilling the cake factory was not on my list. So yeah, if we go and run through the cake factory, we will probably just run through it. Well, yeah, we could actually, I mean, now that we're working on the new base, we could relocate some of the cake factory to be in front of the new base and on the roads kind of like around it, so that they once again play an active part, because at the moment they're not really playing an active part. I mean, they're there, but they're not doing anything. And we can change that. We can get them so they're more in the game again, like they used to be when they were down below. So yeah, we can sort something out with that. But our quiz for a dedication, I might add a little app into the channel later on, so that rather than me rolling a dice or anything like that, the app will pick somebody at random from the people that enter into the quiz. So that would be something we could do. But quiz time, yes, we need a quiz time so that we can get a dedication of the show. So the quiz. Oh, we haven't done a quiz for such a long time. I mean, I could literally ask the questions all over again we did from the very beginning. It's been so long, people would have forgotten the answers. Let me just quickly grab a drink while I think of a question. Something that's interesting. Did you see that then? The cutters can now kill crawlers. At one point they couldn't. That might have been right near when the game launched, but they definitely can now. So, a quiz. Yeah, people, see, look at you. You're all there straight away. Penguins, 4. I mean, you know all of them. I mean, I need to think of something whereby you're not all just out there going, oh yeah, we know all of these a billion times over. Okay. Okay. Here is a question for you that those who've been paying attention will know the answer to. Or those that actually been following the game will know the answer to. And I will roll my dice as I use. No, I'm gonna do this. Is gonna be first person. First person that answers this is like. So I know that's not fair for those of you who've got like a slower connection or a, you know, they're using a controller. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be. First person to answer. The question is, what month next year does Steam achievements come out for this game? Yay! Tic Tac! Oh, I haven't got a pen and a paper ready. Tic Tac was right. March is the month. I mean, that's the month they say that they're going to come out, but we all know development. It'll probably change and slip and move. And... Alright, let me just get a bit of paper here. Okay, Tic Tac. Tic Tac. Oh, everybody's typing mouse now. Mostly Ghostly. You want to give your prize away? Who do you want to give your prize away to, Tic Tac? Anybody, or do you want me to just make another question? Think now. I mean, it's almost midnight in the game, and the way it's going to be. You want to give it to Mostly Ghostly? Mostly Ghostly. Mostly Ghostly. Ghostly. There you go. Mostly Ghostly. Say thank you very much to Tic Tac. And Mostly Ghostly, who would you like to dedicate the episode to? Anybody you like in your life? Anybody at all? As obscure as it may be. You could dedicate the episode to anybody. As long as it's not controversial. I mean, I don't want anything like really like, yeah, dodgy. But who would you like to dedicate the episode to? He's thinking, I can't watch that. I can't watch that clock any minute. The wave's going to start, and I'm not ready. I'm gonna get myself ready. While Mostly Ghostly is thinking of who they're gonna dedicate the episode to. Right, I need to get that ready. I'll leave these on their replan states as they are. You're gonna dedicate it to your Phasmophobia crew. Okay, I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna fit that on the dedication, but I'm gonna do that. So Phasmophobia crew. Right, I will do that. I will fit it in somehow. Right, so thank you very much, Kalashnikov. I love you too. Right, so I'm gonna actually upload the ballista when it gets to 2 a.m. Oh, we wanted to actually put a little bit of flame in, didn't we? Get a little bit of flame in first. That's all. The waves actually started, and I'm outside messing about with fire. Where's my fuel? Oh, I can't even see my fuel. Oh, it's because I got the flamer loaded. So let's pull out like. This is always a pain. You can't actually decide how many you're gonna put in. Come on! Right, so let's put in 15. That's enough. You would have thought they would allow you to do like a shift, drag, and enter quantity kind of thing, but they don't. That's another thing request we would like for the game. A shift, drag, quantity. Okay, so we're back at this thing whereby it doesn't show the flame straight away. It hasn't done this sometimes for quite a while, and then when you go up, it starts showing the flame. But then it's fine again now. But yeah. Not quite sure why on those flamethrowers it doesn't always show the flame. There we are. The wave has started. Welcome to Night of the Dead, wave 107, folks. So here we are on Baron Tormunda's channel. This is where I do my my elite content makers thing, isn't it? Baron Tormunda's channel, the place to be for your Night of the Dead action, wave 107. Oh, and we've already got one of the traps has failed. We've got one bug trap already. We just started and we've got a bug trap. Ah, that's not a trap as well that we want bugged. It might unbug in a minute. I mean, these bug traps, they kind of like just... Oh, I started again now, see? Sometimes they just don't work and then they work and... Okay. That one boss zombie seemed to go a long way. I was listening to him all the way back there just now. Okay. Ah, so we have our first little exploder to come and visit us. They try and... the pathing now means that when they're trying to get to that, they're actually hugging quite tight. It's in the past, they never used to hug in quite so tight, but they definitely do now. They're hugging in so tight they can actually like touch me, which is not good. So this is not going to be an easy run. If wave 106 was anything to go by, we should be okay until we get to that wave, that 2 AM wave, and then it's gonna be hell. I mean, the amount of zombies that are now in the game after the updates that attack you is just crazy. And especially when they attack the walls a lot now, it's... See, that one ran backwards. See, their pathing is completely different. That one ran that way, and then he ran back this way. Trying to target this one before he picked up the other bait. It's like, yeah, the way that they've altered the AI on these zombies, they're a lot more erratic than they used to be. I mean, by definition, a zombie should be pretty predictable. It's a zombie. And they used to be very predictable, and you could use that against them. But now, they are a little more erratic. Some of these zombies have definitely gained a bit of chaos theory to them. There's no... okay, I'll do it for you, but you do know that there's no swapping weapons in this part of the game. But I will do it because I don't need the flamethrower right now. But yeah, swapping weapons during the wave is a no-no because we do need the flamethrower. But for now, I don't need the flamethrower, so that's fine. We can swap out. So for anybody wishing to do a swap weapon during the hot sausage fun part, please don't, because yeah, I will be ignoring it. Okay, that's at 7. Let's get that one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at 2 AM, the bus load turns up outside the base. The big coach full of zombies turns up, and they all just come piling out like. 2 AM is really crazy when it comes to zombie spawns. At the moment, we should be fine. Tic Tac dared you. Well, I mean, you are welcome to Hot Sausage Fun. These just for a laugh, because, I mean, you know that I'm just wasting fuel at that point. Oh, I missed what I want to get. Because the Hot Sausage Fun we need to do is definitely at the 2 AM wave. We will... Wow, look at that. These trash zombies, see these trash zombies now? They get in deep. I mean, this is a trash zombie. In the past, a trash zombie would get nowhere near the wall of guillotines. But now they're using up the charges on my guillotines with trash zombies. Which does make things a lot more dangerous. and the traps seem to like run out of resources a lot quicker. They're not. It's just they feel like it. It always used to be slightly more leisurely. It's where now they run low pretty quick. I will switch to my flamer in case somebody wants the hot sausage fun. They're more than welcome. But we are still at the 1 AM assault. We're fine. It's just that these trash zombies are eating up my resources on the later traps that I do need to be in a better condition. Again, just watch these traps going down a bit. Trying to keep my eye on the 2 AM clock, because obviously once it gets to 2 AM, oh, I just wasted that. I clicked on the wrong one. Once we get to 2 AM, I will have to put the ballista bolts in to try and reduce. Ah, no! I was run away. There I was, trying to keep an eye on everything. Ah, well, at least you know that the runaway works quickly. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll replay this. Oh, they already started damaging this. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're alright, we're alright. We're alright. Run away! We're okay. We're still in a good place. Everything is fine for now. We're at the 1 AM. Do you know what? I will actually replan that. I don't need to replan that. I will definitely replan that. It's annoying again, as I said, that they're draining some of those opening guillotines. I do need them up. Oh, these are just out again. They're going down so quick now. I get that one back up. Let's check the floors. That one's fine. This floor, if I can target it, sometimes it's hard. That one's okay. That's okay.
I want that cake.
Wall of cake, please. Can we have a wall of cake in chat, please? I will make a new cake emote. That's one of my plans to do this coming week now. I definitely will do that. But can we have a wall of cake in chat, please? Let's have some cake in chat. Let's see some cake. I'm going to make another cake and some more chocolate. So we got options for more chocolate and more cake. Okay, some of these zombies are running backwards now. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. They're doing their own thing a bit too much. Come on, let's have some more cake in chat, please. I want to get some more cake in chat. More cake in chat. Any cake emote will do. Any cake emote will do. Just get some cake emotes in chat, please. Let's try and see if I can target this. I can target that. Okay. Right, we're still okay. We're on the 1 AM. It's quiet. We're doing. Oh no! The trap is out. My trap is on 0. My trap is on 0. I need to get there. 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 Get the trap up and going. Okay, 2 AM. Right, I need to take this moment before they get here to load up the ballista, so that when they get here, we can at least thin out some of the. Ah, no! No! Ah, no! Okay, can we have some hot sausage fun then? If we're gonna get danced everywhere, please, can we get some hot sausage funs before the big bosses get here? Actually, we're okay. The bosses aren't here yet. I've got time to get the ballista in. Okay, we've got some more ballistas, and we got time maybe to replenish some of these ballistas because they've been shooting. And this ballista, just get them up, get them up, get them up. Okay, okay. No, you're not going to be so cruel as to not let me to do hot sausage fun. You absolute meanies. I was hoping you would have forgotten about that whole HFS no thing we had going last time. Thought they would have forgotten by now. I've been ill. They've forgotten all about it. Oh, you. Oh, no. Ah, no. Okay, let's get back to the action. Luckily, the bosses aren't here. Where are the bosses? I mean, seriously, where are the bosses? There's nobody. There's not even, like, not bosses. I've got nobody turning up at the moment, which is worrying, because where are they? I don't like it when zombies go missing, because it's a case of, well, if they're not here, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Anything at the back? Nothing at the back? No, we're okay. It's just the big rush isn't here. Where is the big rush? Where have they gone? Oh wow, here they come. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh no, that's not good. That's a lot. That's a lot of green. You see that? That was like a sea of green. I am definitely going to need some hot sausage fern. I will need hot sausage fern. I'm not joking now. No. I need hot sausage fun, folks. I do need hot sausage fun. I will be needing it. Oh, look at that. That is just insane out there. That, oh, no. Without hot sausage fun, this base will not work. You know that, don't you? This base will not hold hot sausage fun. I do need hot sausage fun, guys. No. No, I do need hot sausage fun. I know you. No, I need hot sausage fun. I actually need it. Somebody play the bits. If they're not allowed to do it in chat, somebody at least please play the tune. Because I'm gonna need hot sausage. Oh my god. Oh, I did see Deck Jr. got 2 hot sausage fun in. Deck Jr. got 2 hot sausage fun in. Thank God for that. Wow. Thank you, Deck Jr. Deck Jr., you are going to be a lifesaver. I need to try and get some of these traps up and active where they are currently on fire. Because without them up and active, yeah, they're gonna just run to the base. Ow! Stop hitting me through the wall! Oh, this is not good. Not good. We'll get that one up, and we'll try and get some of these up. Get some of these up. Ow! Don't hit me. No! No! I need you cruel people! I need to get some of these things up and fully active. Do we get any kind of hot sausage fun at all from you folks? No, probably not. I need to get back to the front. Are we okay? Are we okay? We're actually going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Keep telling myself. Run away! Ah, you crazy people. Thank you, Deck Jr. You managed to get me a second hot sausage fun in, but you know what? I think we're okay. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that yet again got... It wasn't as bad, I think, as 106, but there was a definite mass at one point there. There was definite wall-to-wall bosses that came up that slope. I think the ballista actually really helped a ton and thinning them out a bit, but wow. Yeah, that was... Oi! Don't throw your head at me! Zombie threw its head at me. That's rude. Keep your head to yourself. Okay. Let's wait for these last few zombies to finish doing their thing. We'll then go outside and check to make sure that there's no stragglers out there. God. We've got one... Is that a boss that's just running around in circles? I mean, what is he doing? The pathing on some of these zombies now is really odd. What is that boss doing? What's that? I mean, really? What are you doing? What is that zombie doing? I'm going to shoot him. Time to shoot him. Put him out of his misery, shall we? Oh, missed. Stay still. It's actually really difficult to shoot this guy. And he's out of his misery, at last. And wave 107 is complete. The sausage factory, yet again held. Thank you very much, Sausage Factory. You are the star of the show, as always. No base is quite like you, Sausage Factory. You are the awesomeness of bases. Able to handle all kinds of crazy stuff. I think it got pretty intense up here. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, this got pretty insane up here at one point. There's just... Oh, stand and pose. Stand and pose. Screenshot time. Thank you. Oh, bonus. Thank you very much. Thank you for the pose. Whew. We forgot all about the pose. We didn't have any pose during the wave, which is always the pose is always a deadly one during the wave because I just stand there looking like a lemon for like a long time, which is not good. It's not good to stand there looking like a lemon for a long time. Okay, so yeah, the base did its job. It does what it does. It made sausages out of all of the zombies. We now have a new pack of sausages available for you folks. Please come and buy your sausage meat sausages and do not ask where we got the meat from. Just checking there are no zombies clinging to the edges of the cliffs or doing anything stupid. I heard something move, but I think it was an animal. Because when I log back in, if there are any zombies clinging to the edges and things, they will attack me and I will not be aware and I will get beaten up. But we're good. We are good.